The moment I turned the key and pushed the door open, I froze. Inside was a shrine of betrayal. The hook, the air was stale, heavy with dust and the faint scent of perfume that wasn't mine. Every surface whispered of a life I had never been invited to live. Clothes hung in the closet, women's clothes, not mine. A photograph sat framed on the mantel, my husband with a woman and child, smiling. A family, not me, not us. That was the moment I stopped being his widow. That was the moment I became his executioner. Backstory. When I first met Daniel, he disarmed me with his steadiness. He was the kind of man who always knew the right thing to say, the right time to touch your hand. Reliable, dependable, or so I believed. He told me he wanted a life with me, a house, children, stability. We built that life together, brick by brick. And I loved him. God, I loved him. But looking back now, love was my blindfold. Every gentle smile was a distraction, every soft kiss a muzzle. He kept me obedient, kept me quiet, kept me from questioning the nights he worked late, the phone calls he took in the other room, the business trips that ended with wrinkled collars and faint lipstick smears he claimed were accidents. I let it slide because I trusted him, until trust became the rope he strangled me with. Discovery. It started small, the way his phone never left his hand, the way his laughter grew distant, the way he said, "Don't worry," too quickly, too firmly. One night I caught the slip, a credit card bill tucked into his jacket pocket, a hotel charge, not the kind you book for one person. I confronted him, not with anger, with silence. He brushed it off, lied so smoothly it almost worked. Almost. But something in me had already shifted. I stopped being the wife who believed him. I became the woman who watched, listened, waited. And when the lawyer handed me that key after his funeral, I knew exactly what I would find. Shift. I didn't cry. Not when I saw the photographs. Not when I read the birthday cards the child had written. To Daddy. No. My tears had dried years ago. What filled me instead was clarity, a sharp, precise hunger for balance. Daniel thought death would bury his secrets. He thought he would escape my judgment. But the dead don't bury the truth. The living dig it up. And I dug. The plan. Step 1. Secure the evidence. I took photos of everything. Every photograph, every receipt, every document proving his second life. I built a case file like a detective. Step 2. The will. Daniel had left me everything. The house, the money, the businesses, everything, except the scraps he gave his mistress and her child in secret under another name. But I had the proof now. Proof that every dollar he gave them was stolen from me. Step 3. Precision. Revenge is not chaos. Revenge is order. I found her, the woman. I met her, quietly, under the guise of settlement. She expected compassion. She expected me to crumble. Instead, I offered her a contract, a severance, if you will. She and her child would leave the house, leave the accounts, leave everything. Or I would make public the shame she thought she could hide, that she had lived for years as a parasite on a married man's wallet. She signed. She left. Step 4. The legacy. Daniel's reputation was his altar. He worshipped at it every day. The successful businessman, the faithful husband, the pillar of the community. I shattered it. I leaked the photos, the receipts, the proof. Slowly, like drops of poison in water, his name rotted in silence, long after he was gone. The climax. But revenge wasn't complete until I stood in his other house one last time. I walked room to room, touching the remnants of his lie. The crib where he rocked a child that wasn't mine. The kitchen where he shared dinners I never tasted. The bed where he broke every vow he ever spoke. I set the papers on fire in the fireplace. The love letters, the photographs, the evidence I no longer needed. I watched them curl and blacken, watched his false life turn to ash. And then I locked the door behind me. Forever. Resolution. People tell me grief takes time, that healing is a slow climb. But I am not grieving. I am free. Daniel thought he had split his life into two neat halves, me on one side, her on the other. But what he never understood is that lies have weight. And when the balance tips, someone always gets crushed. It wasn't me, it was him. His reputation, his memory, his secret family scattered like dust. And now, when I pass his grave, I don't cry, I don't curse, I simply whisper the truth. I won. And in the silence of the cemetery, I swear I can hear him screaming.